Can. Can. Can.
Minute. Hello, everybody. Welcome into whatever day it is. Tuesday, June 27th, 2023. Somebody's got their audio on, and it's not me. Could hear a little bit of feedback. I'm going to go ahead and bring the Zoomies in. We have Jose Alvarez, we have William Dawson, and Sam. And I have to excuse myself for one moment. I'm going to let the homies carry on a conversation, and they are all three co-hosts to let anyone in that shows up. I have some business I have to go attend to that these people just sent me a message 5 minutes ago. So I will be right back. Please enjoy their show.
Welcome to
All
play,
you
everybody.
guys. Could be worse. I could have given it to Alex.
Well, nice to see everybody here from the Zoom meeting here with homies and the YouTube people here. Welcome aboard, everybody. Am I the only one who's going to speak?
Anyone got something you want to chat about or anything?
Oh, I was gonna go through everybody in the chat real quick. We got Darren Gilholm, Tony Wallow, William Dawson. Oh, that's you. Greg Guy, Rick Lakes is here. Bobby Warren, Mike Wojcik. Hi, everyone.
How's your channel going, Sam?
I'm up to 257 subscribers. So making good progress. Last month, I think I've gotten like 15 subscribers. A bunch of them are from this channel, which is awesome. Where is everyone?
Princess, we need your help for people.
Okay, so I am back temporarily. I'm sure they're going to see it's still not right over here, but I'm not going to worry. If it's good over here by the door, but it's not good over there. Yeah, Sam, the community that we have here is really good about supporting other channels. I'm really, really happy to be associated with them. Anytime I bring someone in or someone joins us and has a channel, they immediately subscribe and stick with it, which is good. In fact, Jose and I were just talking about that before the show started, that I think I'm going to run a little PSA to try to get to 400 by the end of the year. I realize I can't do it by the end of the month. I can't even get to 300 by the end of the month. I'm sitting at 282, which is good. Speaking of that, I need to give a shout out to someone. Bear with me 1 minute. If Wintermute shows up over in chat, somebody let me know, please. I need to give a big shout out. Austin Gray subscribed to my channel at 12:27 this afternoon. So thank you, Austin, if you're watching. I appreciate it. Yeah. and they just sent me another thing, so I unfortunately have to very quickly leave. So they needed a picture of my login information because my login's not working for some reason. Anyway, yeah, 282. It's getting there. I've got self-imposed goals, I guess, set of 300 by June 30th. That's not going to happen. It's in 3 days. That just okay. I got this one. Um, who let him in? So it is Greg. Is that you?
Yeah.
So you are Hey Mo, Hey Curly, Hey Larry.
No.
Well,
Better look at your name because you came. Somebody beat me to the punch. Okay, so there's some grinning going on in the Zoom here. Maybe I'm not in. Maybe I'm not privileged to what's going on here. Could that
Yeah,
possibly be the case?
I think yeah, I think we need some explanation here.
You got some explaining to do, as Ricky would say. See, that makes sense because Hey Mo, Hey Curly, Hey Larry joined one night and I didn't get no response on my question. So I removed him. And then he sent me a message and said, "Hey, I've been removed. I can't get in." Now I know. Now I know. Go ahead and pop out chat.
he learned from Alex too well.
We got shenanigans.
We clearly got shenanigans going on here. We don't have shenanigans anywhere else. Yes, I saw Rick's videos too. In fact, I watched him on the big TV in there, and I meant to make a comment on his channel, but I got tied up doing other things, and then Jose joined Zoom while I was trying to figure everything out, and then I had to restart after I did 2 updates, which was crazy. Man. Hello, Jeff.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I probably
With
get a
some of your co-hosts.
Yeah, I was like, I'll take care of this, and about the time I said that, he's allowed in, so I'm like, oh, this could go horribly bad, but I suspect based on the ear-to-ear grinning I see going on, what's going on here. Well, look, everybody, it's Mo, Curly, and Larry. Oh, wait, no, that's Great Guy. Look at him playing all innocent, pretending like he doesn't know what's going on.
Know what's going on? Somebody changed my name.
Oh, yeah, but you came into the waiting room with that name. Now, can we change names in the waiting room? Is that possible?
No.
I don't either. Maybe the next person to join, maybe one of the co-hosts or myself can actually see if that's a possibility or not. Because I don't know. I honestly don't know. Doggone it. Right, Jose, what do I got to do to get rid of that bed? I can't get this green screen no closer. It's like
Buy a Murphy
Boeing.
bed.
They did issue another update for Zoom today.
They did, yeah. And Stream Deck updated, OBS updated, and I believe there was a Windows update as well.
Yeah.
Optional Windows update.
Is it? Okay. I'm gonna put my
I'm
background
asking.
on. I gotta get rid of this green screen.
Sometimes the later month updates in Windows are optional, sometimes they're not. I just turned on the computer for the first time today. So spent most of the day at the trampoline park and then at McDonald's with my grandchildren. So
That looks good, Ken, if you fix it your green screen.
Well, I think that defaulted over to the Zoom green screen. I did bump the camera. Let me fix that.
Okay.
This way.
ooh.
There we go. I think that'll work. Yeah, that. Let me see here.
Be
Oh yeah, clearly they're got the green screen problem fixed. This looks pretty good.
Oh,
Jose, I'm going to consult with you. You're the professional. Does
okay.
this suffice as work? You know, actually, I wish I could record this because this is pretty cool, and I
Oh, geez.
I will never be able to duplicate this again ever.
Hey, look, Ken, that you look perfect, man. You look perfect.
It does look pretty doggone cool, don't it?
Yep.
Now,
Oh, jeez. Okay, look. Go
it
to
looked
your
like
settings.
I got like I look. I mean, look, the beard's looking good. It's back to the when I was a younger lad and had the non-white beard. Oh, I got a little bit of salt and pepper in there though. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. Go to your video settings if you want. Whenever you want to change it. Video settings.
Or I could do this. That should take care of it. The problem with this is by using Zoom's background or green screen, you can see when you move, it does the same thing. It masks it out like that. Yeah. So is there more settings I can go to fix this?
You could zoom in additionally using your like the for your webcam settings to zoom in just a bit, so you could crop out one of the sides where the bed shows up.
Using Logitunes?
Yes.
Jim says, what the actual... I took the green screen away and then I forgot to put it to the Zoom screen. I'm going to try Logitunes. That usually doesn't go well for me.
Oh, okay.
Well, Logitune sometimes gets the wrong camera and what you think you're on is not. And in this case, so I'm going to zoom this down. So zoom it out or zoom it in?
Zoom out. Well, in this case, zoom it out. Just like the portion of the part of the bed is not showing anymore.
Oh, I took the green screen out in the hall. I'm just gonna for tonight. I'm just gonna use this. So I'll go with that right there. That'll work.
You took it out. Okay.
Yeah.
Then in that case, we disregard anything I told you.
Gotta admit though, if I go back to I don't see now. Watch, I won't be able to. Well, I guess I can duplicate that. Not as bad, but because now all this stuff over here is not messed up like it was before. But look what it does back now. I know why that is. If I go in there and adjust the chroma key settings, then everything will show up. I did mess around with that here a while back. So let me get everybody off the LSD trip that we seem to be on. There we go. Whew, man, I'm pretty doggone bright there. That was interesting.
Well, have you got that damn green screen fixed yet?
Well, not really.
I'm just giving you crap after going out.
In order to get it fixed properly, I've got to drop the bed or take the bed up and do that, and then re-extend it. And my plans are to do that tomorrow or Thursday.
Have you got a frame you can stretch it all the way, or?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know if you could hook it on the bottom or if it just hung loose from the top.
No, it hangs off the top with clamps. But yeah, I can make it go the entire width of the bedroom in here, or the studio, whatever you want to call it, with no problem.
Yeah, on the way home we went to McDonald's down in the ghetto.
On the strip?
No, near Sahara and Orville.
Oh yeah. I used to live right up the street from that. You're right. That is pretty
completely
much
ghetto, but it's kind of sketchy area.
Yeah, we looked at a few houses in that, and we kind of shied away from them.
No.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't bad in the McDonald's, and most of the folks in there didn't look too ghetto. There was one guy going around trying to beg money to get a hamburger, but
yeah. I'm going to turn the studio lights out and see if that makes a difference or not.
Yeah, Ken, Are you done looking at yourself?
No, I'm turning the lights out just to see what kind of a difference that makes. I'll be doggone if I didn't bump into that camera again.
He's
You'd
trying to
think I'd
find the
see it.
most flattering light, Jose.
Well, that's worse.
But he wants to rely on a professional to tell him when it looks the best.
Well, I could tell a professional can tell him everything that he needs to know, but it depends if Ken will deploy it or not.
I can
Well,
tell him.
yeah. I mean, I know how to fix this. I've just got to get the
Well,
bed
we
up.
can see it's a green screen.
Right.
back
If
of
I
your head's
move,
blending in and out.
right. If I do that, and that's because if I go back and check this, gosh, seriously. If I check this, then I get this effect. Okay, which is not bad. Kind of gives me a Da Vinci fiery glow look. But I'll have this fixed pretty soon. Not tonight. Not gonna have it fixed tonight. Somebody want to let Jim in, please? I got it.
Jim should be
Got
any
it.
minute.
Why not?
Oh, that's. I already got one or two other items of software I got the updates for and haven't installed yet. We said quit updating all their damn software in the world.
Yeah, I was shocked to see how much got updated.
Some days
today.
it seems like that's all I do.
Yeah. No, I did not play golf today. I'm having some back and leg problems right now. I believe my sciatica is acting back up. So I'm basically taking it easy. I do plan on playing Sunday because my brother and I will be in a golf cart and I will not be doing that much walking. I did swing a golf club today to try to loosen my back up. Don't know if that was the wisest thing to do or not, but it did.
I've never taken an acid trip. Is this what I can expect?
Ooh.
Okay, what did you do now?
I just
No,
blurred the
glow in the
background,
dark.
and then that's with no filters or no green screen or no virtual green screen or anything. That's just looking at me with no lights, just the lights from the monitors and the fish tank on the blue night lighting. And then if I turn the studio lights back on, I'm going to go ahead and turn these guys to daylight.
Do the fish?
Very little daylight at that, but daylight nonetheless.
Do the fish change their behavior?
They get
Night?
a little calmer when the blue light is on. They seem to not be as active. See, that's just too bright for me. That makes me just, I mean,
No.
that is way too bright.
Just the exposure on the camera.
Yeah, we've tried that before, and that didn't go well.
Yeah, but remember, Ken, you have that effect on Zoom. The
Oh
filter
yeah,
on
huh?
yourself.
We could try that. I didn't think about that.
Well, yeah, you have it on. The filter it's on.
Well, okay. Now there's no filters on, and that makes it worse.
Well, actually, in some ways, it's a little better.
You don't think I'm too white?
The shirt got better.
Oh, darling, you don't even want to go there.
The face.
Okay, come on. What you talking about, Willis?
All right, I'll leave it like it is. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to leave the lights on. I'll leave the fish on there, and we're good. Do what,
And when
Jeff?
you aren't spotlighted, that one isn't too bad when you're in the small rectangle.
Yeah, well, this is no filters, no nothing. Studio lights are on, and I got the fish. Not that the fish tank lights affect me, but yeah, when it's a white light, they're a little bit more active, and then at night they're not.
Well, if you really get concerned about everything, you can just switch your avatar on.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can do that, but then there's no background because there's no virtual background running.
It would be nice to just have the figure part of the avatar.
Yeah, it would be.
Although that might not necessarily hide all of us from the camera. No, I don't know.
It'll all get put back together. Greg is going to be disappointed. I will be doing daily DaVinci tomorrow starting at noon my time.
I'll be sleeping.
I'm going to, yeah, I probably will be too, truth be known.
Well, you can
I'm gonna
call
see if I
Greg's
can
cell
cover
phone
Doug.
and wake him up for it.
Do what?
You can call Greg's cell phone and wake him up.
Yeah, really. The premiere that I was working on, I will share with you guys after the stream tonight. And it's funny. It's funny because I muted the microphone on Zoom so you guys couldn't hear me describing what I was doing. That worked fine. What I forgot to take into effect is I was still listening to Zoom on the earbuds, which OBS was picking up because I forgot to mute the earbuds on OBS. So we go over here to this adjustment clip, and then you hear Chris Garrett say something, then you hear Brian Lightfoot say something. I mean, it's hilarious. It really is hilarious. So I thought I could edit all this out, and then I thought, nah, I just will not use those and just do it live on Wednesday. So, hello, Chris. Hello, Jim. And Alex is true to his word. He's 21 minutes late tonight. Worry about that, boy. It is Tuesday, right? It's not Wednesday.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think so.
Yeah. Hope
He's
so.
eating-
Matthew
he's
Camp says
eating
hello.
again.
Hello, Matthew. Do what, Chris? Or Greg?
He's
Or who?
eating. He's eating again.
Probably. I asked him for help today, and all I got was grief. I asked him to help me do something. He was like, "Why?" I'm like, "'Cause I ask." Why? I put it in capital letters because I ask. I mean, I ended up really telling him that word for word. I said, capital letters. I said, Alex, if I ask for help, I truly need help. I'm not pulling your leg or putting one over on you, whatever. I really do need help. Stop being an ass about it, and either tell me you can help me or tell me you can't help me. Wintermute. Good to see Wintermute. I want to pass along some information to Wintermute. Now, this will probably go horribly wrong based on how the rest of the stream has been going. Why would I expect this to work out? Somebody say, I don't know. I'll play your silly game.
Okay, I'll play your game.
Let me get rid of the display, the icons here. So last night, oh geez, I don't even know which one it is. I think it's this one. Yes, last night, Wintermute dropped a link for what happened to the pause button in OBS. And I brought it up and left it, and as I said I would, I went back and looked at it today. So I'm reading down through here, and I told you guys it would be a setting. All right? I kind of suspected it was a setting. First one says you're likely using custom output or stream encoder, which means the recording cannot be paused. I changed the output mode. Now pay particular attention. I changed the output mode from advanced to simple to get the recording pause feature. 50-50. When I went into my settings in OBS, I was already on simple, and I did not have the pause button. So I thought, I can't lose anything. I'll set it to advanced. I set it to advanced, and lo and behold, I now have the pause button. So I don't know if back in March of 2021, this was the way to do it. And now in 2023, it's the opposite. But all I know is I can pause recordings now. You can't pause the stream. We all know that. You only got about a minute to get it started back up. So I wanted to give a shout out to Wintermute for his help on that. It worked flawlessly. It really did. So, and I'm going to keep this one around. I want to do some more research on it. Go back over to here. Go back over to there. And we should all be back on the same. Zoom should be showing.
You know they can't leave a setting alone.
I don't know if I did it or they did it though, William. I really don't. Chris Garrett says I'm having mic problems. I was talking, I went back and cannot hear anyone. We'll log back in a few minutes. Restart your system, Chris. That's about the only thing I can tell you to do.
Now, I'm sorry. Where did you find this pause recording thing? Because mine doesn't have it in here either.
All right, let me. Boy, can I do this? This will be amazing if I
Rich
pull
is
this
back
off.
again. Was he having trouble?
Well, hang on. I'm gonna see if I can do this.
Chris is always having problems.
Today, especially, Chris seems to be having some kind of problems. I'm going to drag OBS over. Now, everybody should be seeing OBS. Greg, it's OBS, not DaVinci. You come down here to settings, Jim, right here.
Yeah.
In your settings. Click on settings. And then go to output right here.
Oh, okay. Output.
And then go here. I think it's output. Now, I'm streaming, so I might not be able to change it.
No, I don't need you to change it. I just need to know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Let me
right here, go into output, go down to recording, go down to recording type, and I obviously can't do it because I'm live right now, but that's where it's at. And that's all it was. Simple. I changed it from simple to advanced, and I tested it a couple times, and it works just fine.
You know, anyone named iPhone DB?
Do what?
You don't even know iPhone DB that they're trying to get in.
Oh, I into OBS or just.
I think he's talking about Zoom.
Oh. iPhone
DB.
No, hopefully nobody let him in.
No.
Okay, no, that. Let me look at something here. That iPhone DB. Josh is the only one I can think of, but the DB could possibly be Doug Betts, but I don't think Doug Betts would be iPhone DB. I will message said person and see who it is.
Yeah, it's not.
Hello, Alex. You're only 27 minutes late.
Hello, Ken. I'm in my stander, so I'm not on my computer at the moment. I would like to ask a favor.
After being 27 minutes, you seriously got the cojones to ask me for a favor. Okay, what is your favor, Padawan?
Since I can't do it at the moment, since Jim is here, Jim wasn't here last night. I would like for you to show him the little thing about the Wi-Fi that I showed last night.
I don't have that little thing that you sent about the Wi-Fi. You shared your screen, so I don't know why you think I would have that. When you get out of your stander and on the computer and we're off the air, you can reshare your screen and we'll relive that wonderful moment again. How's that sound?
Okay.
Because I don't have that. If you remember correctly, you shared your screen. You do recall sharing your screen, right?
Yes.
So Matthew Camp, iPhone DB id Doug Betts. So I said, I kind of logically said, all right, let's take again. I gotta have my button on the kick out just in case. It was Doug. Well, is it truly Doug?
Well, we're going to find out here momentarily, I'm sure.
Well, Grandpa Doug learns Fortnite. Put a message over in chat saying iPhone DB is Doug Betts or ID mistyped it. But
Okay.
I think it truly was Doug. He would have said something by now.
Hello?
Hello, Chris. We hear you.
Oh, my setting. How in the world does the settings get changed?
There's
I'll
another
play your silly
iPhone
game.
DVD.
How?
I don't know. I wish I knew.
So Tim is saying it is not Doug Betts. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna put him back in the waiting room. No harm, no foul on that.
Well,
And
somebody,
make him blue.
there's somebody in the chat named Grandpa Doug learns Fortnite.
Right, and then Tim says it's not. So,
Let me go to his channel.
I'm gonna go check my email. I asked him to send me an email.
According to the channel, when I go to channel, it's Doug.
I don't have an email from said person.
Okay, he says this is Doug Betts from the cabin on iPhone.
Okay, I'll let him back in there. Somebody, he's in the waiting room. Somebody can let him in.
Not
If
me.
you would for
Can't,
me,
what can I
please.
do?
Yeah, hang on. I will make sure you can do that in a moment.
Can't do it.
I got
I
connecting
let him
audio
in.
this time.
I was trying to keep up with the co-host as I was going along.
Okay, do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Jim, I was going
There
to
he
have
is.
some fun
Now,
with him.
well, we saw you. There you go. All right. There he goes.
There he is. Sorry
I don't know
about
how
the
to-
confusion.
I don't know how to do texting.
I think everybody's having issues.
I don't know. He seems confused.
Yeah. Well, switching back and forth between Zoom and the YouTube. I had the YouTube pause, so if you brought me in, and so then I heard a request about emails, and I got switched to the email app.
Oh, Tim is saying this is so fake. So, are you the real Doug Betts?
No.
Okay.
Are you going back to the living room
You
then,
are a
Doug?
very good impersonator of Doug Betts, I must say.
Been practicing for.
Can you
30
go? Can you say
30
the magic words for me of Ken? And you have to have that little grimace, right?
Oh, you
So-
like the grimace?
I do like the grimace. So is this why you're not going to be streaming tomorrow?
Take a guess.
What are the choices? Yes or no?
You see the cab? What, do you think that's a green screen cabin behind me?
Oh, that's
Oh,
not
no.
good.
No. Nope.
He has a most excellent excuse for not being
Yes,
around.
he does. Yes, he does.
Yeah. I didn't want to really broadcast it everywhere, but I don't mind you guys knowing. But I'm figuring on, I might be coming up every week on Tuesday, and ideally
To the cabin?
to the cabin. Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah.
just an overnighter. In the previous 2 years, I would come up for 2 nights and 3 days, and that was actually just too much work to get that all together. If I just come up overnight, I can pretty much just jump in the car and go. A lot easier. It's only an hour and a half drive.
Now, is that your cabin, or do you have partial ownership of it, or?
I do not have partial ownership of it. I have no responsibilities towards it. It's owned by one of my clients. Just lets me use it for free.
Well, that's a good deal. I mean, my brother-in-law and his wife in Oklahoma have a very nice lake house that they rent out for like $500 a night. And
Wow.
their accountant, who helps them out with a lot of things, gets to stay there a week for free every year.
Oh. Well, this guy, they bought this cabin because his wife needed to get out of the Fresno dirty air, and he offered it to friends and employees and relatives. I'm the only one who is taking him up on it with any frequency. His brother-in-law and wife came up here, I think, once or twice. So, wow, yes, thank you. And he wants somebody up here because having the cabin vacant all the time, he's just not too comfortable with that. So he likes having somebody up here, even if it's free.
Sure.
How long a drive is it for you?
About an hour and a half.
Okay.
You
that's
can't
not
get up there in the wintertime, though, can you?
no. Oh, it's totally snowed in.
So Doug,
Yeah.
so it's you say it's about an hour and a half drive. It's approximately close to my area, my neck of the hood.
Yeah, but not up the freeway. This is Huntington Lake.
Okay.
Do people stay up there in the winter?
No, it's not accessible. You're not allowed to even come up here to check on your cabin.
Oh, okay.
And this is, what is it? Some level of park, state park, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, state park. So I had difficulty getting up today because I had to deliver a computer to a client. And so I was working on that before Fortnite, between Fortnite and Windows Daily and after Windows Daily, and I got it delivered. And then my rear right tire on my car has been needing air each day for the last 3 days. But I don't want to go up there with that. So I went to the dealership and got 2 new rear tires. I got 2 front tires a year or 2 ago. So I did that today. Thought I might be canceling the trip up here, but I made it.
Good.
What is
Just a
somebody,
1 day. Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, what if somebody wanted to do like the wilderness family and just live out there all year long?
What I had to on this property.
No electricity or nothing.
Say again?
I said no electricity or anything. Just live out there all year.
Yeah, that'd be really rough in the winter.
You know about how much snow they get?
Well, the cabin was completely covered.
Wow.
The deck on the let's see these. Oh, it's a deck out on the in front. Let's good. Go through the cabin, go to the other side. He told me that the rails on the deck are bent from the snow. I hadn't looked at that yet. Let's see. I got it.
According to our friend Google, their annual snowfall is 183 inches.
Well, this last year was excessive. It's not always snowed under. Yeah, so you can see those posts are bent a little bit.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
I'm looking at it on Google Street View, and it's looks like well, the one I'm on is like Big Creek Road, and it's like a one-way road.
Oh yeah, well that's the road I came in on. Oh, here you can see this part of the deck is drooping. Yeah, that Big Creek Road is yeah, it's a single lane and you have to stop and let somebody pass by. Now, I got to tell you, the battery on this phone is almost dead. In fact, it's prompting me right now, low battery.
Does that mean you're leaving?
Yeah, I would think so.
You have cell service up there?
I think the answer is yes.
Yes,
What?
and
Well, he could be on Wi-Fi.
well, there's Wi-Fi here too.
That is
I don't.
very pretty.
Yeah. Now, this is where the forest fires were really bad. His first cabin got burned down, but you can see those trees over there are all burnt.
Mm-hmm.
And last year, I think I told you guys that in the previous winter, a tree fell on the roof of this cabin and damaged it pretty severely.
Yeah, I went down and surveyed the tornado damage. Stopped in to see my brother, and he said that the tornado entered his backyard and then just dissipated. And I thought, my gosh, how lucky can you be? I said, just please tell me you were in the house looking. He goes, no, I was standing out on the side yard. And I'm like, okay.
Ken went to see the tornado damage, and he was blown away.
Oh my gosh. I mean, if that thing hadn't dissipated and made a left turn or a right turn, depending on which side yard he's on, instead of saying cow, it would have been Kevin. But there was damage everywhere. When I went down to his house, I was just blown away with how much debris was laying in the fields. And then I wanted to get over, I've got a 3-minute video. I wanted to get over to the apartment complex that made the national news and show that damage, but I couldn't figure out how to wiggle my way back in there, and I zoomed as best I could. So, is this a 1-day trip, Doug?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you want the good news now or the bad news now?
The good news now, then I'll hang up.
Okay. I will cover your noon slot tomorrow.
No, I said I want the good news first.
Well, that's the bad news as well. I will cover you.
He's learning. He's learning. He's getting better.
Oh, he's getting better. I know. I know. He's getting so much better. So that is if I get up. I pick Mrs. K up at 6 in the morning. It makes for a short morning, but I do plan on getting up, and I've got a few things on DaVinci I want to share. Greg, 11:59.
No, thank you. I'll pass.
Gotta go.
Now is the phone number, Greg, from we call you, make sure you're up?
Yeah, really.
The day I can watch Doug on time, he's not gonna be there. But I'm not going nowhere tomorrow, I don't think. That we're gonna eat at home tomorrow.
Nothing new on chat. Tim Soul says happy birthday to your grandson. Now is that today? You
It's
mentioned
tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow? Okay.
Tomorrow's the 28th, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. But thank you.
Are they coming up to spend it with you at the cabin, or no?
No. They've been up here once just for a few hours visit, but not to spend the night. I'm not comfortable with that because when they offered this to me, it was kind of with the conversation that I would be alone.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there a lake in the area where you're at?
Yes, that's why it's called Huntington Lake.
Well, okay. I didn't quite put that together. Sorry about that. Okay, I'll put myself in the waiting room.
Ken's being a Doug.
Such a Ken.
Do you fish?
It's also near China Peak, which is the snow ski park that I came to a lot while I was growing up. My family, we did snow skiing in the winter and water skiing in the summer.
Nice.
This
Really?
real nice on Google on street maps.
Do you fish at all?
No.
No? Do you still boat any?
No, that's all history.
They it looks a lot different than the mountains in the East Coast.
Just out of curiosity, Doug, do you play golf?
Tried that, and I just wasn't good enough to enjoy it. So no.
Well, I'm not good enough to enjoy it, but that didn't stop me from playing.
Yeah, my neck and my migraine issues totally makes that now. But the other thing I was going to say is, while Christy was growing up, my daughter, we were snow skiing, so that was a big part.
I actually see a AT&T fiber, those things that stick out of the ground, orange and white. They must have fiber up there.
Oh,
or some type of high speed.
Because it only gets about 5 or 6 megabits up.
Well, it's some type of. For some reason, this Google Street Map has got a purple tint in the trees. I don't know what that is.
A purple tint, as in
T-E-N-T? No, a T-I-N-T.
Okay.
It's something probably with the Google Street Map car.
Yeah.
But some places are bad, some places are good.
The service up here is not AT&T. It's I know the name. It's maybe Ponderosa Internet. Yeah, but no, it's not AT&T.
A lot of times AT&T will lay the lines.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I guess
the lines in.
I'm sure we've had this conversation before, but what's the wildlife in that area like?
Oh, I don't go out to the bars very much.
Again, he's learning. He's learning.
I bet there's bear up there.
Yeah, there's bear. I haven't seen them yet. I have seen deer. I have seen cattle. They actually do some cattle herding up here somewheres.
Have you seen Bigfoot?
No, but maybe his brother, Medium Foot.
Better watch out. You may run into Gary. He does cattle too.
I thought you
Yeah.
were going to say you've run into his brother Lightfoot, but you went to Medium Foot. That was good. I like that.
Like would have been a good idea.
Lightfoot's his cousin.
Yeah. Well, looks very relaxing. Looks like you're having a very good time.
Well, and that's the reason why I'm doing just overnights this time, because when I was doing two nights, 3 days, I felt obligated to bring I was bringing up computers and I was doing streaming and I was working from up here, and I just didn't really get the kickback and enjoy it and just unwind.
Right.
And so actually since I left Fresno, this is the first audio video thing I've done at all. My phone has been only on so that a client could call me, but no audio books, no YouTube. And that's going to be a pretty major thing, I think, when I come up here to detox a little bit and see how that affects me.
Good idea. Real good idea. Now, if a client were to call, would you attend to it, or would you assess it and say I can do that on Wednesday or Thursday, or is there a specific client you would say, yep, got to go back to Fresno?
Well, any of my clients, I would do that if they had something that needed me there on site, but that is very, very rare.
Okay.
And I do have my small laptop here, my old Microsoft Surface 3, I think it is. And I can do remote support with it. But it's going to stay turned off until somebody calls and needs something.
So you really are just taking that giant step back and relaxing then.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I appreciate you joining us.
Yeah. And I think on future trips, I might bring a little tripod so that I can tolerate staying on this session a little bit more. But right now I'm holding this with my hand and the battery's about to wear out. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off.
One last question before you go. What are the insects like? Are they very bad?
They're kind of a nuisance. I bought a pizza on the way up here and was eating it out on that table on the other porch. Yeah, and I thought that there weren't going to be much insects because it's a little bit on the cool side. And still, but yeah, there's some little bit of gnats. I saw a fly. I saw one mosquito, but no bees. But during the warmer times up here, there's too much insects out there to eat at that table. I eat inside.
So there's trails you can go hiking up there too.
Yeah. And that's another thing that I'm sort of intending to do, is go for walks or even maybe drive to a hiking trail. There's no hiking trails close here. I have walked around. Let's see. Let's turn this camera around. I have walked up through the woods and over the top of that mountain there, and walked down to that meadow down that way. And I've gone off of the road around here, but they're not trails. They're stepping over logs and walking through low brush.
One last question for you. Is the fire damage as bad as it looks on the camera in real life?
Yes, it's worse.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's cleaned out somewhat. Okay, let's turn over this way. This is gonna die any minute. Out that way, you might be able to see there's not so much trees on the other side of this near thicket of trees.
Mm-hmm.
That was all logged. The dead stuff was taken out by loggers. So, but this stuff right near the cabin, this is pretty representative of how it was all through this. Well, yeah, shouldn't say all through the park, because as you drive through the Huntington Lake Road, if you look on Google Maps, the road on the north side of the lake, I'm on the west side of the lake on the north. And so if you drive in from the China Peak side, you get through places that look totally untouched, and then massive area of burnt out trees. I don't come up that way anymore. I come up the back way that has that single lane road coming up through Big Creek.
Yeah, I'm sure that the fires are a lot like the tornadoes. One side of the forest gets just devastated, and the other side, you never know there was a fire there.
Right.
I witnessed that firsthand today.
They had fires several years ago up in Gatlinburg, Tennessee area. Somebody set those fires up.
Well, it was good to see you. I do appreciate you joining and being part of the group. And if you don't want me to cover for you tomorrow, just say the magic word and I'll still do it.
Yeah. All right. I'm glad you finally let me in.
Yes, I'm glad we got that worked out. Thank you for sending me an email. Thank you, Doug. Enjoy yourself. See you Thursday, Wednesday, whatever day it is. Thursday. Tuesday's gonna be back. Yeah, Thursday. See ya.
Oops, I thought I clicked get out of here.
Oh, here we go. Doug and his buttons. I tell you, he goes to the woods, he can't find the button. Goes on.
Told you I don't do this tech stuff very well.
Does he know what he's doing?
Yeah, he's confused. So I'll have to remember that, or get you guys to remember it when iPhone DB shows up. We'll know it's Doug.
I'll bet, since he said his Wi-Fi speed is only 5 to 6 megabits per second, I will almost bet you that his cell phone data speed is better than the Wi-Fi speed.
Didn't seem to have many issues from his cell phone right there. So
He said 5 or 6 up. He didn't say what it was down.
yeah. Let me go look at chat real quick.
Wow.
Looks like Long Dog joined us.
Since the trees are thinned out, they probably get better cell service.
See, Roy is in chat. Rick Lakes was in chat. Stealth Mode was in chat. Matthew Camp was in chat. Ponderosa Company from Long Dog. Doug said, so Roy said, so Doug, you're not a lumberjack, eh? No, he brought a pizza for camping food. Man, after my own heart, I tell you. That's the second time today
A pizza's not camping food.
Pizza. Do what?
A pizza's not camping food. That's hot dogs and s'mores and.
Long Dog said there was a fire today. Probably you can see Hemet from your house. Long Dog. Hemet's down where I used to, in that neck of the woods where I used to live. I lived in Escondido. Wow. Good to recognize these names. Hayden Lake, 2 miles straight down one road. Yeah, like Doug, I brought a pizza.
You don't recognize Sheridan because you call it Sheraton.
Just my Indiana accent. That's how I say things. So, well, I guess I got the macro set, right?
Sheraton Hotel in Sheridan, Arkansas.
Yeah. Who says pizza isn't camping food? Oh, I agree.
Yep.
It's not your traditional hot dogs and marshmallows and graham crackers and chocolate and s'mores and all that, but I see nothing
You
wrong
could
with
even
pizza.
bake it in the daytime if you got one of those, even a homemade solar oven.
Right, right.
And the ingredients are highly
Oh,
potent.
dog.
No, it was Doug, not dog.
No, it's dog. He gets everything.
You should have 3
Or
at one time.
No,
Big
one's enough.
A Morkie, a Maltipoo, and a Maltese.
Stop.
Fish. They're so easy to take care of. Add water, add food, take the dead ones out if and when they die. Piece of cake.
And they don't make noise. They don't bark. They don't bark every time somebody brings the doorbell.
The pumps are actually kind of serene to listen to at night when I'm sitting in here and there's no lights on.
Does your fish like to go for a ride?
I don't know. Chris, that gives me an idea. I can go buy one of them round goldfish bowls and take 2 or 3 fish out at a time and take them out for a ride and hang them out the window like the dogs do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Max, he does not like to ride.
Rick is joining us. Somebody could let him in for me, please.
Yeah,
Thank you.
What are you working on there, William?
Try and find 4 short 4mm screws.
Hello, Rick.
I have a whole container of them.
Hello.
Somebody dropped
Hello,
out.
Rick.
Who dropped out? Chris. No, Chris is here. Alex is
Hey,
here.
but
Rick
Ken-
is here.
Ken, I was not able to right click on that icon and update Zoom, but when I uninstalled it and reinstalled it, I could.
That is crazy weird, Chris. Seriously. Jose dropped out. Okay.
So one of the videos you made today, Rick.
I saw them both.
Well, I guess I watched the other one for a second. Watched one of them all the way through.
So are you on Windows 11 Pro yet, Rick?
Yeah, it was on here.
So did y'all fix Josh's monitor woes? Yeah.
Nope. I didn't get an email from him. He mentioned it last night, and we ran through just basic things. But if he doesn't reach out in an email, I'm not going to reach out to him. He called you.
Well,
why didn't you help him?
I know, because there's not much I can do to help him. I think it may just be on standby, or he may hit a key combo on the computer to turn it off, or as far as I know, he may have destroyed it. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't either. He told us last night that power was on, it was plugged in, and the HDMI cable was connected. So I have no idea.
Well, it sounds like he just messed around his settings on his computer and he messed up.
No. Josh messed around with the computer and settings?
Inconceivable.
I know, man.
And just a couple nights ago or last night, he said that he was done messing up the computer.
And you believed him?
Yeah,
No,
Did you fall for that, Alex? Seriously?
Yeah, please.
No, I don't. Not for a second.
What did Josh do this time?
What hasn't he done?
Alex, if you believe
Oh,
that Josh
God.
won't mess up a computer again, I got some swampland to sell you.
Let's see what that does. Oh, that didn't do anything. Huh. I made Zoom full screen in front of me, thinking it would make a difference over there, but it didn't change anything.
If there's one person on this Zoom that I think won't mess up a computer again, I would have to say Jim.
Only time my computer.
What about the rest of us?
Ken, your computer is always haunted. And the rest of y'all probably have something going on.
Well, I apparently don't do enough with my computer because mine just run. The only time they ever give me trouble, it's almost always a hardware issue.
Hello, stealth mode.
How you doing, guys? Good to see you.
So
Cool to see the interview with Doug.
Mine today did this thing it did the other day. It shut down. I hit the space bar. Everything came on like it was supposed to, except for Zoom was active and I was the only one in there. I left Zoom last night. I exited Zoom. I leave.
Oh yeah.
I click the X on the Zoom thing that's running. How does my computer wake back up and go back to Zoom?
Well, first of all, do you check your little tray and make sure that Zoom is completely gone?
You mean the little tray down there on the right that's got all those little icons?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh.
See it? Sure. All right. I can do that. Yeah. Okay, so if I do that, it's gone and I'm completely gone, and then it does it, then what do we do? Okay, I will remember that. So we got the scroll by going by, and we've got the Zoom homie showing right now. I can't wait for the next 35 seconds to roll past, Alex. I swear I can't. You know what? I can't wait for 35 seconds to roll by. Thank you, whoever did that and beat me to the punch. No, I have the waiting room enabled. Unless it's been disabled. No, enable waiting room is enabled. I seen that. I'm telling you, there's weird things going on. All right, so it's back to today is Tuesday. I'll go ahead and stop the stream.